Hello there. Do you want to learn more about how in-app tutorials can increase product adoption? You're in the right place. In this video, I will tell you how to use in-app tutorials to educate your SaaS users and increase your product adoption. My name is Emma and I'm not a real person, as you may have guessed. I'm an AI-generated avatar, but hey, what I'm saying was actually written by a real product onboarding expert. Let's see how to create the perfect in-app tutorials for your SaaS users. What are in-app tutorials? When a user signs into your product for the first time, chances are they won't really know where to start. That's why it's essential that you educate them in some way. I would argue that in-app tutorials are the best way to do that. Sure, you have other options open to you. You could provide detailed help docs, or you could send out an email course to new users. You could even have your customer success team manually teach every new user how to use your product. But let's face it, those approaches either ask too much of your users or too much of your poor CS managers. In-app tutorials, however, enable you to teach your users how to use your product from within your product. This makes a massive difference. An in-app tutorial is fairly self-explanatory. It's a tutorial that takes place within your product. It teaches new users how to get to grips with your product, highlighting key features and helping them get value from it. This is how in-app tutorials improve feature adoption, and thus, product adoption. In-app tutorials can take on a few different forms depending on your product. Two of the most common options you have are product tours or interactive walkthroughs. Interactive walkthroughs are more effective, as they teach the users by doing, rather than by showing them the different elements of your product, like product tours. Why are in-app tutorials important? Well, they're important for one key reason: they drive product adoption. In fact, they're one of the biggest drivers of product adoption. I talk a lot about providing value to users as quickly as possible, by leading them to the key activation points. It's why your product's aha moment is so crucial. The sooner a user experiences value from your product, the more likely they are to stick around. Apart from showing the users the value of your products, in-app tutorials encourage engagement. Engagement is everything when it comes to convincing a new user to stay. If they simply stare at the first screen they see, then they won't last very long. You need them to click, to scroll, to type, to interact in some way. A good in-app tutorial encourages those interactions. It prompts users to do something, and means they're more likely to actually do it. How to make your in-app tutorials more effective. Hopefully now you understand why in-app tutorials are so crucial when it comes to driving product adoption. But what makes a good in-app tutorial? How do you make it as effective as possible? That's what we're going to look at now. Here's what you need to consider. Don't overwhelm your users. Tailor in-app tutorials to use cases. Explain the benefits. Make it interactive. Use contextual learning. Use code-free tools to build your in-app tutorials. Userpilot is a great tool for building in-app tutorials without code. Userpilot is designed to be a product growth platform, so it is not suitable for third-party app employee onboarding, like Salesforce employee training. It also doesn't run on native iOS or Android mobile apps. You build the guides using a simple visual editor through a Chrome extension, directly on top of your interface. In line with onboarding best practices, the product tours you can build in Userpilot are fully interactive, meaning experiences can be triggered by custom events, user attributes, and event attributes. They can be context-driven and behavioral-based. In other words, Userpilot helps you show the right message to the right user, at the right time. For personalization and interactivity in your in-app guidance, Userpilot offers you a wide range of UI elements you can use to build perfect in-app experiences, such as checklists, modals, tooltips, or progress bars. For self-serve onboarding, Userpilot also allows you to create a resource center that contains help docs, knowledge base articles, YouTube tutorials, etc. for self-serve help inside your app. You can also analyze your users' behavior with Userpilot. When it comes to installation, Userpilot is very easy to use. You don't need any technical background or development. How about the pricing? Userpilot's pricing is based on the number of monthly active users you have. If you're a startup with less than 2,500 monthly active users, Userpilot only charges you $249 per month. This includes all features without any limitations. If you want to take Userpilot for a spin, book a quick call with one of our product specialists below. Want to learn more how to use Userpilot to improve your in-app guidance? Book a demo with us today.